Hello everyone and welcome back to Ocean Interaction. In this series, we are building a full set of highlight materials in Unreal Engine, starting from the simplest overlay and going all the way to advanced animated and interactive effects. If you haven't checked out the earlier level yet, make sure to watch them first. You will find the full playlist link in the description below. All these materials are completely free inside Core Plus free, and the advanced versions are included in Core Plus content or any of Core Plus paid plugin. You will find all the download link right there in the description. Once you have added the Core Plus plugin, just click on the Core Plus icon inside Unreal Engine. Then go to Assets, Materials, Effect and Highlights. You will see every highlight level from the simplest overlay to complex animated effect. If you own paid Core Plus plugin, you will also unlock the advanced materials and a full showcase section where you can preview and instantly download complete material pack with just a one button click. And remember, Core Plus keep expanding with new updates, materials and effects. So getting in early means you will have a lifetime access at the lowest price possible. Before we begin, just a quick favor. This tutorial takes a lot of time and care to design, record and edit. So if you enjoy them, please like, share and subscribe. It's totally free and it really helps me create more Unreal Engine content for you and the community. And don't forget to join our Discord for feedback, help or behind the scene updates. In the last tutorial, we have created fire effect material. Check it out if you haven't already. In this tutorial, we are going to create our electric effect. Let's get started by project setup. First, I am going to copy all the meshes we need to showcase our electric effect. Also, I am going to copy text and name it to the level 8 as we are building the level 8 material. Next, I am going into the content browser and create a new folder for storing our level 8 material. Next, I am going to create a material for our level 8 effect. I am going to create a material instance for this material and just rename it with the prefix of mi. Now save all, select the material instance and set it as a overlap material. Now let's save all and open up the material. First, set blend mode to additive, shading model to unlit and turn on the two-sided mode. Next, first let's set up a color. Press 3 on your keyboard and left mouse button to create a constant vector 3 node. You can also right click and search for constant 3 vector. Right click and convert it to parameter. Name it color. You can set whatever color you like. In this case, I'm going to set the 50 in the R channel, 20 in the green channel, zero in the blue channel. Press OK. Create a scalar parameter. You can press S on your keyboard with left mouse button to create, or right click and search for a scalar parameter. Name it intensity. Set 1 as a default value. Create a multiply node. Connect color into the A pin and intensity into the B pin and output of the multiplier into the emissive color. Put color into the color group. Intensity goes into the color group as well. Select and comment it out as color. Next, let's set up a opacity. Right click and search for funnel. Let's set up a funnel input. Create a scalar parameter, name it edge. Set 10 as a default value. Connect it into the exponent in pin. Create a second scalar parameter value, name it edge feather. Put 0 as a default value and connect it into the reflection. And connect funnel into the opacity. Next, we need to create an effect to combine with this funnel effect so that we can have an electric effect. For that, first let's create a named reroute node. Name it effect. Now for the effect, we need a motion chaos node. So right click and name chaos. Add this normal from height map chaos. Double click on it and copy this motion 4-way chaos. Go to your material and paste it here. Delete the normal from height map chaos. Add a texture coordinate node. Multiply it and connect the output into the UV. For the multiply, create a lerp node. Connect the lerp node output into the multiply B pin. Create a vector 2 node. Right click and search for constant vector 2 or press 2 on your keyboard and left mouse button. In the X value, set 0.1. In the Y value, set 5. Connect the first vector 2 node into the A pin. Create a second vector 2 node. Set 5 into the X value and 0.1 into the Y value. Connect the vector 2 node into the B pin. Create a scalar parameter node. Name it flow direction. Set 0 as a default value and connect it into the alpha. Create a scalar parameter node and name it speed. Connect it to the speed and set 1 as a default value. Create a divisor scalar parameter. Connect it to the divisor. Create a texture sample. Right click and convert texture object. Connect it to the texture. For the texture, search for purlin noise. You will find this in the starter content. Create a mask of the output of the motion 4-way chaos. Mask out all the values except for G. From the mask, subtract. Create a scalar parameter value and name it spike. Set 1.25 as a default value. Connect it to the B pin of the subtract. From the output of the subtract, create a power node. Connect the subtract output into the base of power and put 1.5 into the express. From the output of the power, create a saturate node and connect the output of the saturate node to the effect. Set 1.6 into the divisor. Next, go to opacity, add a add node, press A on your keyboard and left mouse button to shortcut. Connect the output of the add node into the opacity. Get a named reroute effect and add it into the add node B pin. Next, we are going to add the world offset to animate the edges of this material. But before that, let's first add all of these variables into the groups. add edge and add feather into the edge group. Add all of the effect variables into the effect group. Now let's select and comment it out as opacity. For adding the world position offset, first add a vertex normal node. Add this vertex normal WS, stand for world space. Get the effect reroute node. Add a multiply node and multiply effect and world normal. Next, add one more multiply node. Connect output of the first multiply node into the A pin. Create a vector 3 node and put one into the B channel. And connect the output this vertex 3 node into the multiply of the B pin of the second multiply node. Next, add one more multiply node. Set output of the previous multiply node into the A pin. Create a scalar parameter node, name it height. Set 60 as a default value and connect it into the B pin of the multiply. Add a add node. Connect the previous multiply node into the A pin. Add one more multiply node. Connect the output of this multiply node into the B pin of the add. Create a scalar parameter node. Name it shell size. Put 1 as a default value and connect it into the B pin of this multiplier. Get the vertex normal world space node output and connect it into the A pin. Now connect the output of this add node into the world position offset. I'm going to add all of this variable into the groups. So both of this variable goes into the size group. Select all and comment it out as world offset. Now let's save this material and see how it looks like in our level. So as you can see, it has electrified the meshes for our level. Now you can open up the material instance and manipulate values to change the look and feel of this electrified effect. Congratulations, you have just created your level 8 electrified effect. In the next tutorial, level 9, we will be creating a shield effect. Stay tuned, you wouldn't want to miss that out. If you found this helpful, please like, share and subscribe to Ocean Interaction. It really helps channel grow and help me keep sharing more free Unreal Engine tutorial with you. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, keep creating with Ocean Interaction. See you in the next one.